And just like that, I'm live in the office. Hopefully, it's not really noisy in here as far as the echo, but it might be. Microphone is right here. Hopefully, y'all can hear me good, but it might sound a little noisy in here because of the way the room is set up. But I'm at the office. I had an interview around the corner, and I left the interview and came around here. Got on my discipline today. Make sure you get that shop.doggy.TV discipline shirt, the hat to go with it. What's up to everybody in the chat room that's gonna join the chat room? Computer trying to restart while I just start going live. What the hell is that all about? But you like this hat? You like my shirt? Shop.doggydiamondstv.com. Some people saying they can't hear me. Some people, yeah, it's a little echo. That's about it. You know. How about this? Better? Do I gotta bring this closer? But I was just tripping off this R.Kelly thing because was it's called Discipline too. That's the name of it. But what I was tripping off was this R.Kelly thing. I'm like, yo, people still be going to his concerts though. So even though he do the fuck shit that he do and did the foul shit he did, they still go to his concerts. Like it be a bunch of screaming ass women in there. So everybody and their mother saw a fucking tape of this dude doing the shit he did, and they want to say, I guess he was acquitted, so I guess it wasn't him. Whatever. But they, you saw this tape that everybody and their mother believes it was him, of him pissing on a girl, of him eating some chick ass for like an hour, and this is supposed to be like underage women. And then he dropped albums after that. He did the Trapped in the Closet. People forgot all about this shit. Did the Mr. Big shit and all that. Best of Both Worlds with Jay-Z the second time. And when I first heard about this shit, I was like, yo, this dude's a fucking creep and a weirdo. I'm not fucking with him. And I never supported it since then. But it's like when you go to his concerts, it's a bunch of women that know that he did this shit. So it's like, how the fuck do y'all fuck with somebody who y'all know for a fact did this shit to little girls, and how y'all still fuck with somebody like that? So I'm like, I'm bugging off that shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Did I miss something? Did I not know something that's going on? Like, when you deal with the music, we give credit where credit is due. R. Kelly is a fucking dope ass artist. But as a person, he's a fucking piece of shit. So do you just go there and just say, yo, I don't care what he did to children and young girls. I'm just gonna go here and scream, and hopefully he takes me home and pisses on me. Like, I'm just confused. Like, we gotta ask the ladies, man. Like, ladies, what the fuck is going on? Could y'all like explain that shit to me? I'm really speaking to the women. What the fuck? Why y'all still fuck with R. Kelly? Like, what the hell is going on? Why y'all still fuck with R. Kelly? He called himself the Pied Piper, right? The Pied Piper, the story of the Pied Piper, was a bunch of rats overrunning the town. They couldn't get rid of the rats, so they called the man, and he came and played his flute, and he lured all the rats out of the town. And he got rid of the rats, but they didn't pay him. So then he came back and played his flute and took all the kids out of the town. He stole all the children for the town and took them up to the mountains, and they never returned. So I was like, all right, if you got accused of pedophilia, why the fuck would you call yourself the Pied Piper when that has something to do with taking kids? And you openly called yourself the Pied Piper. You had the mask on and all that shit. And people was like really fucking jacking that shit. I'm like, yo, he just kind of told you who he was. Then it was a videotape that came out of him at the Apollo, and he had a big ass sign that said he want girls that's 18 and older. And I'm like, 18? When you're 25, 18 young. When you're 20, 18 is too young. Now, 18 is the legal age of consent. Yes, I guess. So in some places 16, some places 17. But fucking 18 though? Like, you ever speak to an 18-year-old female just as if they're a cashier or just in passing? What do you have in common with an 18-year-old besides you wanting to have sex with them? Like, because you can't vibe with an 18-year-old female. So that shit is just, I just be tripping like, yo, this is what I'm saying about the society that we live in right now. What the fuck? Like, how is shit that's not normal just perfectly normal now? Like, we make up society. So when we say society, we just like it's some imaginary group of people. No, we're a part of society. If us as people, we not with certain shit, then why are we still fucking with the people who do that shit? We need to just say fuck them altogether. I'm tripping off this R.Kelly shit because I'm like, yo. And then, all right, this is really what bugged me out, right? You got the girl who comes to say, I'm not in no cult. I'm not in no sex cult. I'm not here against my will. But she's not old either, though. So how long you been there, right? And even for the family, y'all just coming out now and saying she there. How long y'all knew she was there for? And when was it okay for her to be there? So say she's 21. And she's been there for 3 years. She's been there since she was 18. Because even 21 is a legal age of an adult. But mentally, you could be 21 and be fucking like 15. Because look how many 21s we see walking around out here. The little dudes is out here sipping lean and popping pills and shit. They like 21, but do you consider them to be mature adults? No, they walking around like little fucking boys. So 21 doesn't mean that you're mature, because there's a difference between age and maturity, because you got some fucking grown-ass boys walking around. So what's killing me is I'm like, so why y'all just having a press conference? Because y'all ain't speak to her for a certain time? Like, I'm confused. How long y'all knew your daughter was with R.Kelly? Why was your daughter with R.Kelly though? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had a daughter and she was 27, I wouldn't want her with R.Kelly. Like, why is your daughter with R.Kelly, period? Was your daughter with R.Kelly because you thought she was going to get on and y'all was going to get some money? So once certain shit didn't go your way, you didn't want her to be with him no more, and now he's a part of a cult and all that shit. So he wasn't a part of a cult prior to her going there. He didn't have sexual deviance problems prior to your daughter going there. Even with Aaliyah, you know, rest in peace. I don't want to talk bad about her, so I'm gonna make this brief. I am gonna make the point though. We talk about Aaliyah was 15, but she had parents though. She had a living mother and father. Her parents ain't know that she was fucking with R. Kelly. So are we holding a 15-year-old accountable for her actions as a child? Why aren't we holding R. Kelly accountable for his actions as a grown-ass man? And why we ain't holding her parents accountable for letting their 15-year-old fuck with a grown-ass man? I'm confused. So are people willingly giving their children up for that bag? Because that's what I'm starting to think. People are really like, yo, look, you're going to fuck with R. Kelly. I know how you get down, but we going to get some money. It's almost like the child beauty pageants, you know, all the shit that them children go through just for their daughter to be a fucking beauty queen, and you know there's all types of crazy shit going on. Just like the little girl gymnast that's going to gymnastics and the fucking the gym teachers are molesting them since little girls, the Boy Scouts. Why are you giving your children to anybody? Why aren't you just raising your children? Why would your children be with anybody more than they're with you? Because if your children is with somebody, then the person that your children is with, they're subjected to everything that this person is into. Now, it could happen if you don't know the person's track record, but R.Kelly is fucking R.Kelly. Like, I'm just fucking confused. R.Kelly is R.Kelly. You know what I'm saying? So if you know how R.Kelly get down, why is your children with R.Kelly? Like, okay, you have a child, they have a talent, and you like, you want your children to sing or to be in a sing. I'm not sending them to R.Kelly. I'm not sending them to R.Kelly. So at the end of the day, R.Kelly is a filthy bastard. And the parents are just as liable for whatever happened to the children as R.Kelly. That's on some real shit. So the victim in all of this is the underage people, but the parents, first and foremost, gets the blame. Because R.Kelly is a sick motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He's a sick motherfucker. And it's like people are feeding the sickness. By you going to the concert, you're feeding sickness, because he's like, look, I could do all this shit. I could get caught. I could have sex cults. I could fuck with underage women. I could do all this shit, and y'all still gonna come out to my concert. Y'all still gonna fucking support me. That's the shit that's crazy to me. Because again, I'm gonna say this again. 18 is legal as far as you can't go to jail. But why would you, as a grown-ass man, R. Kelly is what, 50? Why would you fuck with an 18-year-old? What do you have in common with an 18-year-old, especially if you have children that's older than the women you trying to sleep with? And you know the mentality of your children, and you know the mind state of your children. You can have a 25-year-old child. Like I said, the little dudes in the neighborhoods are running around out of their fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm just confused. Like, I don't have anything in common with the 18-year-old. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I might have in common with them is sex. But me being of sound right mind and body and spirit, I'm like, I don't belong having sex with an 18-year-old. Hugh Hefner been doing that fuck shit for a long fucking time, getting away with it. So I don't want to just, you know, tar and feather fucking R. Kelly when we got people like Hugh Hefner, Woody Allen. But when is that shit not sick though? Like, when are we not gonna be like, you know, Woody Allen fucked his fucking daughter. And of course it's not his biological daughter, but how could you raise somebody as your child and then turn around and date them and sleep with them? That's some crazy ass shit when you think about that shit. Your fucking daughter. Jerry Lee Lewis, not Jerry Lewis, Jerry Lee Lewis. So we just in a society right now where motherfuckers are sick, doing sick ass shit. And it's just like, that shit is just regular. You know what I'm saying? Africa Bambaataa, come on, man. And then, even with Africa Bambaataa, it's like, it seemed like to me a little bit, he kind of got away with it, because many people that coulda, shoulda turned their back on him. They kind of didn't. There's still people around him. He dropped the album. I'm pretty sure he's still touring and going around the world. That shit is crazy to me, man. This shit is just crazy to me. The difference between R. Kelly and Africa Bambaataa is this. Parents are willingly giving their children to R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is crazy. Africa Bambaataa was like kind of like slickly doing the shit, you know, to me. But they're still one and the same at the end of the day. But I don't know, man. I ain't gonna really keep y'all on here long. I'm just fucking confused. Like, R. Kelly is fucking out of his mind. You know, first of all, if you put a mask on your face and say you're something other than what you are, you're out of your fucking mind. And people just really support that shit. Hold on. Let me get rid of my trolls. Okay, I feel better now. So, but see, when we talk about things like this that go on in the music industry, people say, "Oh, y'all just saying that shit because, you know, when people don't get on." And I seen some of the comments, and they be like, when people don't get on or they fail, they start wanting to blame, you know, the Illuminati and secret society. I keep telling y'all, man, this shit is real. Research Pizzagate, man. Do y'all know what Pizzagate is? Listen, man, research Pizzagate. There is cults and rings of pedophilia rings going on. You know what I'm saying? There is shit like this really, really going on. Like, it really does exist. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And I'm not talking about at the end of the day, I'm not talking about see, because when you talk about the Illuminati, like I said, people keep thinking that it's like 3 people in a room that controls the world. That shit don't exist like that. It's a fucking it's like some systematic shit. But we'll talk about that, you know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to research Pizzagate. I want y'all to research certain things, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to, you know, just take the time out and just do that shit for yourself right here on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Look that shit up. A lot of that shit exists. It's a lot of you know, when you have people like Corey Feldman and Corey Haim, and a lot of them, you know, came out and said that it's pedophilia rings in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Like the casting directors and all that shit is really sleeping with children. You know, the dude from Lincoln Park who killed himself, I read some reports that he suffered through depression because he was molested as a kid by an older dude, and he, you know, it bothered him and he killed himself eventually. Look that shit up too. You know what I'm saying? The dude from Lincoln Park suffered from molestation for years by an older male, and he killed himself. Look that shit up. You know what I'm saying? You know, rest in peace to him. That shit is fucked up, but this shit is real, man. It's a lot of shit going on in this wicked ass industry, and that's why I be exposing so much shit. That's why they don't like me, but fuck that. I'm gonna keep doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson, yes, sir. Prince O'Mill. Mike Tyson revealed that he was molested as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So you have molestation in the sense of like the boogeyman, somebody who does it in the shadows, somebody who's doing it and you don't know that they're doing it, and they're creeping in the middle of the night and doing it to children, or, you know, however they do it. And then you have R. Kelly's, who kind of let the shit be known that he's doing it, and their parents are feeding their children to R. Kelly. That shit is crazy to me, man. That shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you think about R. Kelly, his concerts are still going to be filled. People still going to be stepping in the name of love and all that shit. That shit just fucked my head up. Even Playboy, Hugh Hefner is Hugh Hefner still alive? Old as fuck. Wearing a robe, had a, cigar and all that shit. Became a multimillionaire fucking with young chicks. And that shit was just fucking, some regular shit. And I'm just confused, man. I'm just confused. So I don't know. To the older R. Kellys, to all the Hugh Hefners, Willie Allens, y'all some motherfucking sick motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. And I got young women in my family that's older than 18. But I think about their mind state when they was 18 years old. And I'd be damned if a young woman in my family was dealing with some 40-year-old man or 50 or fucking 90-year-old man. They just straight up doing that shit, and people are giving up their children for a bag, straight up and down. They get money for that shit. Shit is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But, I am saying this though. If we gonna get on R. Kelly and get at R. Kelly, we got to get at everybody who's on that time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Playboy, everybody who's on that time. We need to say, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got somebody with multiple pages who've been trolling me for a long time. Very weird. I blocked them. They come back. They troll me on so many social media shit, whatever. But I'm about to go home. Walk around the streets in Brooklyn by myself. Where the trolls at when I'm walking around? So that's what it is. And I just really wanted to say to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be safe. Watch your children. Watch the behavior of your children. Watch, the actions of your children. Listen to them. Listen to their speech patterns. Listen to, some of the things they say. If they know a little too much about certain things, always question where they learned it from, where they got that from. Because shit is crazy, you know what I'm saying? And just watch who you put, your your children around, you know what I'm saying? Because it could be a older cousin, it could be an older brother, it could be a boyfriend, it could be a husband, it could be a stepfather, and some of the women too are doing it to little girls and little boys. So let's not always look at the men. You know what I'm saying? Like it's only a man thing. It's not only a man thing. It's definitely just a sickness, and that has no gender. There's no gender. There's no gender when it comes to sickness. So that's really it. I'm Doggie Diamonds. Make sure, like I said, you see the hat, discipline. The symbol, West African symbol, the coconut around it is a circle with arrows. That's for repetition, completion, and routine. It's called discipline. I got shirts to match it. Shirt and a hat called discipline. It's a snapback. You know what I'm saying? You could go to shop.doggiediamondstv right now. Shop.doggiediamondstv right now. Cop your hat with the shirt to match it. That's what it is. I'm Doggie Diamonds. I will say this, Detroit, July 30th. If you're from Detroit or you live in Detroit, July 30th, I will be in Detroit hosting the Conscious Olympics. July 30th, I will be in Detroit hosting the Conscious Olympics. If you want to support me, I have a Patreon. Patreon.com/DoggieDiamondsTV. I am independent media. I'm not funded by any of these corporations. So I'm here doing this. I'm in the office. I, pay a lot of fucking money to be here. I even downgraded, but I still just have this is my place where I do shit. This wall right here. This is where Tripe Gangster was at. My PayPal is Doggie Diamonds TV. Doggie Diamonds TV. Yeah, it's called the Conscious Olympics. It's a game show. I'm gonna make sure I give y'all all the information. You could order it. I think it's $5 for the stream, but I'm gonna be in Detroit this coming Saturday. So if you're from the Detroit area, link up with me. Michigan in that area, link up with me. I'm coming to Detroit. Shout out to everybody in Detroit. I'm coming out there this Sunday, July 30th, the Conscious Olympics. Myself, KT's the Arts Degree, Minister Inky, Q Butter. We will be in Detroit for the game show, the Conscious Olympics. So shout out to that. And peace to everybody in the room for always supporting me. You know, make sure you share this fucking video. The Lord Jamar interview is coming. Lord Jamar sat right here. I got a lot of interviews coming, trust me. I'm just very strategic about how I do this. But make sure y'all support my line, discipline. Because without discipline, we lost. And like I said, shout out to y'all for always supporting me. Subscribe. If you didn't subscribe, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you get notifications when I upload new videos. It's 6 o'clock. It's time for me to eat, and I am starving. So y'all have a good night, man. And that's what it is. I'm out of here. Peace. R. Kelly's a weirdo, though. Stop fucking with him.